Hi everybody, today I'm going to do a half-hour routine that incorporates quite a few exercises for strengthening shoulders. It's also going to combine some abdominal exercises also, just so that you can cut corners a little bit. So trying to get maybe an hour session in half an hour if you haven't got time to dedicate to the hour. So say if you're looking after children. So we're going to start with just a little quick basic warm-up just to get everything moving because it is still quite chilly. So if you stand with your feet hip-width distance apart, knees soft and stand tall, making sure you're in neutral, core muscles engaged, use your pelvic floor and a couple of deep breaths. So just letting your spine lengthen and your shoulders relax. So just let's start from the top of the body, turning the head from side to side. So obviously your neck is very much a big influence onto the shoulders, so if there is any tightness or restriction in the shoulders, it's a good idea to get your head moving, maybe 2 or 3 times to each side. It's best to do this as much as you can throughout the day, and then back to the center, dropping your chin to the chest, drawing it back up, okay, down again and back up, moving into your shoulders. So big rolls of the shoulders, so trying to get as much movement in there as possible and change direction. So this stretches the muscles all around the shoulders. You can even feel it stretching the muscles into your back. Into arm circles, take a big stretch up, out and down, nice and slowly, but thinking about lengthening and stretching and reaching out to the sides of the room. And just getting your arms moving warms you up nicely. Excellent. So nice big stretch, nice steady pace. Obviously, if you do feel there's a bit of tightness, discomfort or pain, work within your comfort range. So pain is there for a reason. Don't push through it, try and work around it. So we're going to go straight into a roll down after that. But we're going to just do a couple of basic roll downs, little bit of a squat, and then we're going to go down into push-ups. Push-ups being a really good exercise for strengthening shoulders. So feet hip-width distance apart, breathe in as you breathe out. Drop your chin to the chest, slowly bend. So your roll down, getting the movement into your spine, letting the head hang, let your arms relax and hang. And just go as far as you can. Breath in at the bottom, long breath out to slowly come back up to standing. Relax the shoulders, lift the chin and repeat down again. So it's a great way to get your spine warmed up. Just let the head hang, let your arms hang. Again, just within your comfort range always. And slowly come back up to standing. Relax the shoulders, lift the chin. Okay, now this time, just to get a bit more movement into the legs, we're going to add a squat. So as you get closer to the mat, into squat, into stretch, hold, breathe in, long breath out, slowly come back up to standing. Okay, one more time like that. Then we're going to take it into a push-up. So long breath out, into squat, into stretch, hold, breathe in, long breath out, to slowly come back up to standing. Relaxing the shoulders, lifting the chin. Now we're going to come down onto the mat. So we're going to do a basic push-up. You do your roll down first as your prep. So breathe out, come down. Now as your hands get to the floor, just bend your knees. Walk the hands forwards, you come onto the mat into that tabletop position. So making sure the hands are underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. Take the hands a little bit wider and then do a push-up. Now your push-ups don't have to be massive. Walk your hands back, tucking under with the toes, push your bum to the ceiling and slowly come back up to standing. Relax the shoulders, lift the chin. So before I do the next one, I'm just going to angle the camera down a little bit. There we go. So down we go again into that push-up position. So this time as you get closer to the mat, again bend your knees, walking the hands forward. Oh, got half the chair in the way, can't have that. That's better. So again, hands are going to be slightly wider. Now there's two ways you can do push-ups. If you turn your fingers in, you can press your elbows out and push up. Breathing in as you go down, breathing out as you push up. That's the easy option. To make it harder, have your fingers pointing forward, bring your elbows towards your knees and push up. Now these push-ups are not everybody's favourite exercise. They're really good for improving shoulder strength. I'm going to walk back up into standing. So push your bum to the ceiling and slowly restack your spine. Relax the shoulders, lift the chin. Excellent. Down again. So this time we're going to stay on the mat. You could do as many of these as you wanted, maybe doing one push-up, then two, then three, then four. So building it up gradually. So this time, as we do the push-up, what I want you to focus on, so we're going to stay on the floor this time, is keeping the body still. Don't let the hips move back. So your body weight is through your arms and your knees. This has helped strengthen the front of the chest, your pecs, as well as your arms. But draw the shoulders down. As you bend your elbows, don't necessarily try to go right down to the floor. So it might not be massive, particularly if you've got a sore shoulder. Just keep it little like that. So it might be just a little dip down, or you might be able to go about halfway. What you shouldn't be trying to do is to put your elbows on the floor. If you put your elbows on the floor, this will happen. That's not going to work your upper body. So little dip down and press back up. Breathe in as you go down, so you're pushing back up. Now as you push up, imagine you're pushing your chest away from the floor. Keep your chin tucked in, keep drawing your shoulders back and down. Let's do 4 more. So 4, note they're not massive. 3, the hips stay still, you hinge from the hip joints, keeping your back in neutral. Last one. Really starting to feel that now. Sit back on the heels. You could do as many sets as you like. Do them in sets of 4. So have a stretch into child pose to release. If you weren't starting to feel the shoulders and arms working, come back up, do another set. Make sure you get yourself in position. So breathe in, breathe out. If you've started to encounter a bit of pain, that's your body telling you enough. Ease off, we'll move on to something else. But push-ups really does help to strengthen all the muscles around the shoulder joints. When you're done your 4, stretch into child pose. Pressure through the hips, stretch the arms out, letting the shoulders come around your ears. So you want to feel that stretch right up the arms, into the shoulders and into your back. Excellent. Now I'm going to come down onto the floor. Arms down by your side. So just a basic swan dive. So legs can be either relaxed out to the side, or you can hold them parallel. Tuck the chin in, tummy in. Breathe in. As you breathe out, lift the chest, head, shoulders and arms, and breathe into lower. Still thinking about using your core, drawing the shoulders down, reaching the hands towards your ankles. So getting those back muscles to work. Now to add a bit more for the shoulders, we're going to add the rear deltoid squeeze. So if you're not familiar with this, as you're lifting with your swan dive, your palms are facing up. Hold that position. Turn the arms so that your thumbs come down, out and up. So you're squeezing your shoulder blades together. Unwind and lower back down. So repeat, lift, turn so the palms face out. You should feel your shoulder blades move together. Unwind and lower back down. A little bit of tension maybe in the glutes and the hamstrings. Squeezing those shoulders and down. Now if you don't feel that your shoulder blades are moving, you're possibly going that way. Try and go that way. So you want to feel it opening up across the front of the chest as you push your shoulder blades towards your spine. Okay, 2 more. So maybe aiming for a set of 8, possibly building it up to 10. Breathe through it and lower back down. Well done. Release your back. So press back up onto hands and knees, into cat stretch, just to release your back after that. And take it the other way, nice and gently. Excellent. Now let's get you over onto your back. So as I said, we're going to concentrate on shoulders with a little bit of ab work, just to try and cut it down a wee bit. You could use weights if you wanted to, but today I'm just going to concentrate on you getting the exercises without weights. You have quite a lot of weight already in your arms. So coming into that neutral position, hands down by your sides, palms turned in. Draw the shoulders back and down and check you're in neutral. So we're going to do a little bit of the 100 to work your abdominals. Breathe in. As you breathe out, lift the feet one at a time into tabletop and hold and breathe. Nice deep breaths. So we're going to try and combine a shoulder exercise with your abdominal exercise. So keep the breathing and float your arms up in front, then out and round to the hips. So breathe in and out. For 2, in and out. For 3, keep the tummy pulled in gently, shoulders down. If you find you're a little bit shaky, make your circles smaller, or maybe put 1 foot down. Change of direction for second set. Not necessarily trying to touch the floor as you take your arms out. So just a crucifix, back up. 3 more. Breathe in and out. Keeping those shoulders pressing down, chin lightly tucked in. And 1 more. Now bring your feet back to the floor as you stop your arms up in front. We're going to take it into backstroke. So check your feet are not tucked in, a bit of space so you can let your spine lengthen. Opposite arms to leg we're going to do with this. We're going to build it up into a version of single leg stretch. So just with your arms, take one over your head, the other one to the hip. Bring them back up and change. Focusing on keeping the body as still as you can. Palms still turned in. So you're leading with your little fingers and your thumbs. Keeping those shoulders back and down. Okay, now we're going to take it up a level, so let's add a leg. So as you take the arm over your head, lift the opposite foot, replace to the floor and change. Keep thinking about your posture, trying to feel the shoulder blades flat to the mat. So that's obviously the easier option. If you want to work a little bit harder, lift the feet into tabletop and repeat. Extending the leg out, arms come up as you draw the leg back. So we're working every muscle in the body. Your abs are getting a good workout. Keep your shoulders down, arms are working. A couple of hand weights, whether it's cans of baked beans, bottles of water, will work the arms a little bit more. Don't try to touch the floor with your arms. Just take them to the point where you can feel that your shoulder blades stay flat to the floor. Okay, nearly there. Again, aiming for roughly 6 to 8 repetitions on each side once you hit the higher level, but build up to it gradually. Last one. And then rest. So just hug the knees in tight and let the head roll gently a couple of times to each side. Excellent. And then bring your feet to the floor. Now come up into a sitting position. So you can do this sitting cross-legged. Soles of the feet together, knees out, or legs straight out in front of you. So we're going to do some little arm exercises in a sitting position. So I like to sit with the soles of the feet together, knees out, because I can get right up onto the sit bones. And hold your arms out front. If you're a little bit short of space, you can hold your arms in that position and twist. So you're in that low open windows position. Breathe out to twist, into return. Use your tummy to keep that neutral position, shoulders staying above your hips. So cross legs is good. That helps keep your pelvis still. Legs fully extended is much harder. So if you do feel that you're feeling it into the lower back or you're sinking, go back to bent knees, but you could try that harder option. Now let's take the arms out to the side, turn the palms up, and then just bring your hands towards your shoulders and extend. Keeping the chest lifted, shoulders above the hips. Again, you can do this with hand weights, building up from half a kilo to maybe 2 kilo in time. That's quite heavy. Aim for 10 repetitions if you can. Nice and steady. Keep your chest lifted, sitting right up on your sit bones, so still having to use your tummy muscles. If you need to rest, please do. Now soften the elbows, bring your hands in a little bit. This time as you take your arms out, I want you to turn the palms down. Bend, return, palms up for 2 and return. Still thinking about how you're sitting. Keep your shoulder blades down the back. Try and keep your head on top of your spine and sitting down through both sit bones. If it's starting to feel a bit uncomfortable, into the lower back, bend your knees, soles of the feet together. But if you are still in that position, that's okay, stay with it. So 3 more, and 2, last one. Let's have a little breather, do a couple of shoulder shrugs in each direction, just to loosen off the muscles a little bit, and to release any buildup of lactic acid that might be starting. Whew, that's warmed me up nicely. Okay, now the next one, we're going to try a little bit of rotation. So you can do this one arm at a time or both together. Hold them out, soften the elbows slightly, and just circle. The circles don't have to be massive. And change direction. I like to do these in sets of 5. And change. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and change for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax it down. Again, just a couple of shoulder shrugs to release. Lovely. Okay, now the next one I have seen called, what do they call it? Tightening a light bulb. So just hold your hand up. You're going to cause a twisting movement. So imagine you're holding a light bulb in your hand. As you take the arm up, twist, and then return, and twist, and return. Again, you can do it with a hand weight, or just do it without. You have enough weight in your arms. That's it. So twist as you reach up and down, twist, down, twist, down, keeping the shoulder blade down. Don't let it lift. If you're not sure, put your hand onto the shoulder. It's not about straightening the arm, It's getting that rotation movement. Okay, let's do the same on the other side. So start with the palm facing forward and twist and down. Don't let that shoulder lift. Keep it down. For 3. Keep going. 4. You should start to feel this underneath the shoulder blade as this is starting to work the muscles, serratus anterior, which helps draw the shoulder blade down. Another 4. And 3. 2. And 1. Excellent. Okay, pop the hands onto the shoulders and rotate. Just the elbows, upper arms. Nice and slowly. So that'll get those shoulder blades rotating around your back. You could do this lying on the floor or sitting. I quite like to do these sitting because your body's underweight. The muscles are having to work as they're holding you up. So gravity's kicking in a little bit. Quite nice rotation, that get everything moving. Okay, last one. Excellent. Now we need to stretch them out a little bit, give them a bit of a shake, loosen them off. Hold one arm out in front, using the other hand, just pull it across, so you're just stretching that shoulder. So you want to keep the shoulder down, watch it doesn't end up around your ear as you pull that arm across. Hold, so you want to feel the stretch right around the top of the shoulder, which is the deltoid muscle, and release, and repeat on the other side. So again, watch that shoulder doesn't end up around your ear. It's so easy to be in that position. So if you can manage to do it sitting in front of a mirror, so you can watch and see where your shoulders are. Now my right shoulder is a bit dicey at the moment, so that's feeling quite tender, so I haven't gone quite as far as the other one. Breathe, obviously, and release. Okay, then take the other arm up to the ceiling, bend your elbow. Imagine you're trying to scratch your back between your shoulder blades. Use the other hand and pull your elbow behind you. So you're trying to press that hand down between the shoulders. Hold. Aiming to hold your stretches really for about 20 seconds, if you can. I find this one quite tricky because I've got little arms, short arms. So if you've got long arms, you'll probably be able to keep your head straight. Change sides. It's quite nice to stretch up first, then pop the hand between the shoulder blades, grab hold of the elbow, pull it back. If you're struggling, you could always do it that way. So again, another 20 seconds. And release. Excellent. Okay, bring your hands in front, just interlace your fingers. Keep your hands still and just push your elbows out. Just tuck the chin in a little bit. Now you should feel that stretch across your upper back. And then release. Well done. Take the hands back behind you if you can interlace the fingers and lift. So if I turn sideways, I'm lifting the hands as high as I can. You might be down here, that's okay. It'll get easier the more you do this. And then release. The shoulders should be feeling quite nice. So just bend your knees, take yourself to the floor. So you can either do a full roll up to take yourself down, have a stretch. So you're stretching into your abdominals. Maybe do a couple of full roll-ups, coming slowly back up and then forward into spine stretch. If you find that these are a little bit too much, just go halfway and then round forward and stretch. I aim for about 4 or 5, so maybe a full one. It's a lovely stretch if you can manage the journey up. Whatever you do, try and avoid momentum. Use your back, use your core. As you press your back into the mat, your tummy muscles will engage and draw you up. And the spine stretch, really good for your back. One more time. So arms up, tuck in the chin. Peel up and forward into stretch. And down again. Okay, so just to bend you back the opposite way, bend your knees, your feet are flat on the floor. Draw the heels a little bit closer to you and just shuffle down just a fraction. And we'll do just a couple of bridges to finish. So press the back into the mat, squeeze the buttocks, lift up into bridge. Arms over your head. Now as you take your arms over your head, stretch them along the floor. Imagine trying to pull your ears, your shoulders around your ears. So you want to feel that you're opening up your armpits. And long breath out. Roll down slowly. Press the lower back into the mat. Roll back to neutral. And then bring your arms back. And repeat. So focusing on your spine. Up into bridge. Squeeze your bum. Use your tummy muscles. Arms over. And remember, stretch through those arms. Pull those shoulders around your ears. Keep stretching so that as you roll your spine down, you're articulating through the spine, but you're also stretching the muscles down each side of your back. Roll back to neutral and then bring your arms back. Let's go for a couple more. So just take your time. Squeezing your buttocks, watch the knees don't drift apart. Press firmly through both feet. Big stretch, long breath out. And arms back. Perfect, well done, one more time. So take your time with your bridges, they're a fab exercise. Work every part of the body. Not everybody's favourite, but they are well worth doing. A nice stretch into the back. And then bring your arms back. Excellent. Hip flexor stretch to release. So bring one knee in, slide the other leg out. And change legs. And then relax. Excellent. Finish off with a couple of stretches. So inner thigh stretch, just letting your knees drop out to the side. Arms over your head if your arms and shoulders are happy with that. So still thinking about keeping neutral. You might want to take the arms a little bit wider so you're stretching into the chest muscles, into your pecs. Bringing the knees back together, last stretch, foot across the knee, hands behind and gently pull. Now if you're having problems with the shoulder and you can't quite get your arms there, don't worry, you can still do the stretch, keep the foot on the floor and just press the knee away with your hand. If you like me and have very short arms, use a book or a block to push your knee away. So you want to feel the stretch into the hip. And then change. Again, holding roughly for 30 seconds. If you can get the hand behind, go for that one. Keep the shoulders down, chin tucked in as you gently pull. And then relax. So again, holding for about 20 seconds. Lie still for a minute or two, as always, just to let your muscles relax and settle. And you can repeat that every morning if you wanted to, just to help strengthen up the shoulders. As you start to feel a little bit stronger, do add hand weights to it. Start with very light ones and gradually build it up. You might want to increase the number of repetitions. I aimed for about 4 or 5, maybe take it up to 8 or 10 in time, but don't rush it. Hope that helps those of you who are struggling with your shoulders. Do take care, everyone, and I'll see you soon. Bye now.